King James was king of England. She just thought God sent him here to write this. She didn't know King James was such a weird, strange homosexual. He hated women so bad he killed his mother, and his lover was Buckingham Palace. His name was, his lover was Lord Buckingham, who Buckingham Palace is named after. Oh, come on, y'all. So where do you go? Where do it go, you know? And so one...
Alright, I'm trying to address everything he said in there. So he said King James was a homosexual. So now, that whole King James lie, that whole lie about King James being a homosexual came from a man called Sir Anthony Weldon. Now, what he used to do, he was one of King James' courtiers. So this Sir Anthony Weldon, he was one of King James' courtiers. And one time he wrote a letter about Scotland, and he said Edinburgh's a disgusting place, and the Scottish people are so disgusting. And King James read the letter, and King James was disgusted. Why? Because King James was Scottish. So what did King James do? King James fired this man from the court. And what did this man do? This man wrote a book claiming that King James was a homosexual. But the plot twist is this. He wrote this 25 years after King James was dead. He's 17th century courtier and politician. He's also purported author of the court and character of King James I. Although this attribution has been challenged. Scroll down.
So like in relations with King James, the story of Weldon's dismissal from King James court for his negative assessments.
So Weldon was dismissed from King James court, so he got all upset in his feelings, and he wrote a book and lied about King James being a homosexual. So now if you scroll down, it might tell you when the book was published. I believe the book was published in like 1651. So this book was published in 1651. And King James died in 1625. So now this book was even published after Sir Weldon was dead as well. He didn't publish it when he was alive because he knew people that took his head off for that lie, man. So that's strike one about King James being a homosexual. Now, the man goes that King James was what? Married to a man called what? Buckingham Palace.
God.
Listen, that doesn't make no sense because Buckingham comes from a German word which means the people of Bucke. Bucke was a place. Buckingham was a place from Anglo-Saxon times because it meant the people of Bucke. And first of all, the first Duke of Buckingham that he's talking about, his name weren't Buckingham. His name was George Villiers. Villiers is a French word. So now give me when Buckingham Palace was created. So see if you can find the year when Buckingham Palace was created.
Buckingham Palace is a royal residence in London and the administrative headquarters of the monarch of the United Kingdom.
And guess what? Buckingham Palace didn't even become the house of the monarchs until Queen Victoria said, all right, then this is the house of the monarchy. Before that, it was just made for the Duke of Buckingham. And it's lucky, go ahead.
Originally known as Buckingham House, the building at the core of today's palace was a large townhouse built for the Duke of Buckingham in 1703.
Wait, it was built when?
In 1703.
So that was built in 1703. So when did King James die? King James couldn't have built that for his lover if King James died in 1625. King James couldn't have built that for his lover if King James died in 1625. What else did he say in the video? He said what? That King James killed his mother, right?
God.
So like you pull up one of those slides for me. Because according to true history and my recollection, Queen Elizabeth III ordered the killing of Mary Queen of Scots. Why? Because Mary Queen of Scots was imprisoned in the Tower of London. And she was killed by the English. Queen Elizabeth signed it. We're going to read it actually. This is from real historians, not Dick Gregory. So lucky, go ahead.
That the one you want, yeah?
Yeah, I'll take that one. Yeah, go ahead.
Or the other one?
No, I'll take this one, then the other one.
Okay, cool. It says, on the 23rd of November, 1586, Mary was given her sentence of death by Buckhurst by the order of Elizabeth.
Wait, by the order of who?
Elizabeth.
Oh, so why don't it say by the order of King James? It said Mary was given her death penalty by the order of Elizabeth. It didn't say nothing about King James. Hold on, let me see if there's anything more on this. Hold on. All right, now give me the next one. Now there it said she was given a death sentence by the order of Elizabeth. Dick Gregory is common knowledge, man. It's common knowledge that you don't have. As a lucky, give me the top part.
James was becoming alarmed and wrote Elizabeth carefully worded letters asking her to spare his mother's life.
Wait. What did King James try to do?
Asking her to spare his mother's life.
Dick Gregory, you idiot. You ain't done no research,
That's
man.
right.
King James wrote letters trying to spare his mother's life. And then the council was like to King James, yo, look, man, you don't want to do that because she got her husband killed. She's not going to stop at nothing. And then King James was like, well, can't they just leave her in jail? And in the end, Queen Elizabeth got her beheaded. It's lucky. Go back to that slide and read the bottom part.
God.
I think there should be more on the bottom part.
Elizabeth spoke of the weather. She blithely signed the warrant for Mary's death.
Look, man, King James had nothing to do with it. It let you know Elizabeth signed the warrant for Mary's death. So how did King James kill his mother, Dick Gregory? How did King James make a castle called Buckingham Palace for his lover, Dick Gregory?
That's right.
You don't know no history, man. Because on here, we've showed you sources. Dick Gregory don't know nothing, man. Anyway, with that, I yield. That's